This is a 1970 Chevy Monte Carlo 2-door hardtop. This Monte's riding on a nice set of American racing rims, BFG raised white letter tires that are better than 3/4 tread all the way around. Just a great looking Monte Carlo. Paint job's older on this car. When I bought it, I was told that the previous owner has owned this car for a long time. Not sure if it was a one-owner car or not, but I know the previous owner had it for a long time. Car's been repainted once according to the trunk lid, paint, door jamb stuff. I'm sure the original paint is still on the trunk lid, and it was a dark green car. Not quite sure how long ago the paint job was done. It's got some blisters in the rear quarter, which I'll show you. A few other little imperfections, but driver quality paint, and still looks good, runs good, drives good. Powered by a 350 2-barrel. Air conditioning still all intact. Power steering, power brakes. Engine compartment all looks and appears to be very original. Bottom side of the hood was all sanded, primed, and repainted. When we got the car in, I mean, the paint was starting to oxidize a little bit. The paint was older. We completely buffed it all out. It has a great shine. Really a nice straight body. If we look up and down the sides here, dark green kind of shows everything just like black. And this driver's side is very straight. Front bumper still has a great shine from side to side. We do have some dings in it. You get right on top, there's a dent here, a little ding here. Another small ding here right above the handle. So it's got a few little dents in the bumper, but you stand back 3-4 foot, shines excellent, and very presentable for a driver condition car. If we look up here, front to back, the gap's just a little tighter in the front than it is in the back, but it's not touching anywhere there. You can kind of see up close, this dark green has a ton of metallic in it and just really looks sharp. You can look here, you got some chips right here. They're kind of chipped down to bare metal. Appears to me that the front fenders were changed on this car. You can see on the inner fenders that they were a light green, kind of a lighter green front fenders. So at one time, I guess a guy probably found some rusty fenders or something and changed those. Grill looks nice. Chrome around the grill, chrome around the headlight, buckets and stuff's all in real good shape. As we look just all the way across that hood's very nice and straight. It's not all beat up, rippled up at all. Same thing with these fenders. Like I said, I think the front fenders, I'm pretty sure, have been changed out. They're rust free. There's no bubbles or nothing here on this lower fender. It's all nice and solid. So we go down along that rocker and stuff. That all looks nice and solid as well under the door. That body side molding's got some dings and some scratches in it. That's not new. Door handle's original, but it has a beautiful shine. It's not all heavy pitted at all. Door gap's nice and even from top to bottom. Now on this quarter is the worst part of the whole car. It does have some paint blisters on this quarter right here. You can see them, and it's got a bunch up here. And I personally don't think this is rust here. I don't know if that something under that paint's reacting or what, but because it's in a weird spot, it's way up top here. So there is some blisters up there. Right along this bottom edge, all seems to be really good. You got a couple little ones here too, but nothing that's coming out, anything like that. But you can definitely see under the paint there is blisters on the quarter. Other than those blisters, if you look up and down the side of the passenger side, very straight, just like the driver's side. There again, that back bumper has a beautiful shine, just like the front bumper. Here at 4 or 5 foot. As we get up close to the back bumper here, back bumper actually up close is a lot better than the front. Really a nice bumper. Got a couple little scuffs right here. Other than that, the back bumper is really in great shape. I wouldn't replace that at all. chips kind of all the way along, not on the trunklet itself, just on that back pan right along here on the edge. That trunklet fits excellent, both sides. Vinyl top, all appears original. We do have some blisters right here around this back window area. If you push on it, it all feels nice and solid yet, but there is some rust blisters, I'm assuming, under there. A couple back here in this corner, and then some in the very back. But as we push on this, all feels solid. You can just see this is original vinyl top. It's just shrunk over time, you know, and it's kind of hard. Where the vinyl top's shrunk away, you can just tell it's hard there. So down the road, it'll need a vinyl top. But for a driver, if you don't mind the little blisters and stuff right now, it can be left alone. As far as on the top itself, on the very top of the car, that vinyl top is excellent. This paint has a beautiful shine, like I said, from front to back. There's no disappointments in the shine of the car. You know, 15-20 foot away, it looks like a show car. You get right on top of it, you're going to see these little blemishes. As we open the door, original door panel is in really nice shape, except for the carpet down here at the bottom is just worn a little bit. You can tell it's just kind of, it's a little brown, kind of a little discolored. But the door panel itself is not warped. It's in great shape. Armrest is nice, base is nice. Corner of the door right here, you can tell it's just had just a little bit of bodywork on this corner. It's not super thick here at all, but you just can't see that factory line like I like to see there. As we go inside, it all appears to have the original carpet still. You can tell it's just thin here. It's just getting thin where you kind of come in and out, but very presentable. In my opinion, it's the original interior. Dash pad is excellent. I don't see any cracks there. Original steering wheel, original wood grain, all appears real nice. Dome light works. Visors are good. We do have 2 little holes or 3 little holes right there in that area. Other than that, original headliner, you can just tell by the way it's stretched and how nice it is. It's got the overhead seat belts. Back package tray is excellent. Back door panels are great. Look how nice this is where it goes to that back shelf and where it goes to that rear sail panel. It's not all warped and just really nice. It's got that kind of that soft, it's not cloth, but it's not vinyl. Back seat is in excellent shape. I don't see any rips or tears anywhere in the back seat. Passenger side part of the seat's good. You can just tell some of these little threads here coming out. I mean, not leaving a hole or nothing, but you just tell some of the stitching's coming loose. Over on the driver's side, where you put your left shoulder, that pad is worn out there. But passenger side looks good. Carpet's presentable, original. Seat belt's working. As we look at the top of the trunk lid, I mentioned before, it fits great. I don't see any dents or hail damage anywhere on that. Nice and shiny and clean. Driver's side, definitely a lot better than the passenger side. Both sides are nice and straight, but this quarter panel don't have those blisters behind or over top of the wheel well. Same thing in front of the wheel, all looks good. I don't see any big blisters, nothing like that there. Quarter panel looks good. Gap on the door looks good. So, nice and even all the way through here. If you get to right here, it's just a skosh wider, but not much. Lower fender looks nice. We got one clip here that doesn't want to stay in very well. Needs to have a new clip put on right up here. Also, we have a chip here and a chip down here. Windshield looks to be in great shape. I don't see any cracks or anything in the windshield. As we go along here, the metal part, painted part, all looks good. Vinyl top looks good at the top of it. Open up the door jamb. It's got the original GM stuff there. Same thing again. Just a little bit of body filler in this corner of this door right here. Driver's side door panel, same thing. We got a little bit of browning, just a little bit down on the carpet. But this driver's side door panel, actually, this handle here should be replaced. It's got some tape on that, and the armrest base has a couple little cuts on it. Here's the spot where the seam had come loose here. We just put a little bit of a black spray dye on it so it's not so noticeable, but we do have a seam split right there. Other than that, original seat looks to be in really good shape. Wipers are in working order. Horn works. Gas gauge works. Odometer shows 17,931. Judging by the original interior, in my opinion, I think it's 117,931. Radio works. Not the original one, but it does work. The heater fan works. It does not work on high. Works on medium. Actually, it's at 4-speed, so try that. Air conditioning is all hooked up, but something's going to need to be done with that fan speed to get a little more, that fan switch or something to get the high speed out of that. I'm guessing that the AC will definitely need to be charged at the least. Really, the interior looks nice. The dash looks nice. The wood grain looks good. Steering wheel is beautiful. All painted nicely around the steering wheel. One crack here in the steering wheel, but very small. Other than that, it's in really nice shape. You don't find them with much nicer dashes, and the lenses are nice and clear. Just a really good car for the money, guys. We did put these wheels, newer wheels and tires on it, and I did not raise the price. If a guy wants to negotiate a little bit, I'll keep these wheels and tires and put the original hubcaps and steel wheels back on it. But I think this really changed the look. Another thing we did is we put new air shocks on the back as well. This car really runs great. I did have to warm it up a little bit. It's a little cold-blooded. Needs to idle for about a minute or two before a guy just takes it out and stomps on it, or it's going to spit and sputter a little bit. But after it's warm, runs good, drives good. Speedometer works well. Another thing I forgot to mention is the clock does not work. This Monte's not a built powerhouse, nothing like that. Just a really nice looking, original example. Try our brakes here. Brakes are great, no pull left or right. The front suspension feels really nice too. The steering wheel's nice and tight on it. Transmission shifts nice and firm right there. Shift it again to third. Goes down the road great as far as our steering and stuff goes. It doesn't need an alignment, in my opinion. Really drives nice. If anything, it might need that carburetor set or choke set a little bit so it's not cold-blooded. Maybe that choke can be set a little better, but other than that, this car runs and drives really nice.